We move on to our next discussion.
I can be saying that kind of thing.
He knows what
He's
trying to mislead people.
Of the program. Now, we understand that all the groundworks for the titanic governorship and state assembly elections have been set, hence the need for drastic measures to douse the tension for peaceful and credible conduct. Now, about 14 governorship candidates in Akwa Ibom State have signed a peace accord ahead of the March the 18th polls, and they include Umo Eno of the People's Democratic Party, the PDP, and AkanimoUdofia of the All Progressives Congress, APC. Meanwhile, the Presidential Campaign Council of Peter Obi and Yusuf Datti Baba-Ahmed of the Labour Party in Akwa Ibom State say they have enough evidence to show that its party convincingly won the February 25th presidential election in the state.
Leaders of all major political parties contesting in the 2023 governorship election are represented at the signing of the peace accord put together by the Independent National Electoral Commission and the Akwa Ibom State Police Command in Uyo. The candidates of the political parties present append their signatures and voice to uphold the agreements reached. The political parties are encouraged to work in the interest of peace.
In Akwa Ibom State, we want to have zero tolerance to thuggery. Those who are planning to foment trouble should repent and don't do that. And if they don't repent, we will deal with them. We will not say because we have a few days' time. We have to create a scenario whereby we will change our narrative. We want to remain the most peaceful because after the election, we will still remain the same.
The candidates to spread it to their supporters that there should be peace and after the election, no matter the outcome, favorable or unfavorable. We should have this mind, cultivate this culture of accepting the results the way it comes.
Assurances are given by some key players to ensure violent-free polls during the elections.
Begin to look at politics as if it's a do-or-die affair. 80% of our youths are just doing politics. But let us, like some of my fellow candidates have said, if we are going to lose gallantly. Don't lose because you have been lied to.
My expectation is that we will imbibe the culture and we will be honorable and noble enough to conduct ourselves in a manner that will be noble to man and honoring in the sight of God.
The preponderance of opinion that INEC needs to improve on the credibility of the process. And we have been assured that result will be transmitted at the polling unit. That's what they said initially, and we pray it happen this time around.
With the signing now done, the 15 political parties present at the peace accord are now optimistic of violent-free polls this weekend. Joseph Kunde, TVC News, Uyo.
Now let's get right down to discuss this very issue. Babajide, first off, what's your assessment of the current political situation in Akwa Ibom State in the lead up to the general elections?
I think generally, Akwa Ibom has been calm. The last presidential election, you saw what transpired. PDP won with 54,000 votes ahead of the APC. APC had its best performance ever in Akwa Ibom in this last election, polling 160,000 votes, you know. So it's like all the South states, Labour Party is also present,
right,
making gains there, yes. Now Labour Party is saying that they won the election. We don't know at our level. I didn't supervise the election. This is the first time hearing anyone challenge the victory of the PDP candidate in the election. So it is for Labour to go and prove that indeed it won the election in Akwa Ibom. I just hope it's not another claim similar to their claim that they won 19 states, only for Dubawa to debunk the apparent lie that they won 19 states. So, for me, it makes sense to just wait. Let's see what the tribunal will say. And the good thing about this electronic transmission that I've seen is now INEC has uploaded more than 95% of the election results. If at your own polling unit you still have the result, you remember what the parties scored, you can check. Go to state, local government, your ward, you see your polling unit, you see the result that is posted there. So it is easy now, under the current dispensation, to discover where rigging took place, where results were swapped, where your actual result was substituted for something else. So I believe that even in Akwa Ibom, Labour Party would be able to check. And if they check, if the result uploaded by INEC matches what their own agents gave to them, then there is no case, there is no reason to make any noise. But for now, we are watching. I'm yet to hear the opinion of the PDP that says it was cheated, that it won the election in Akwa Ibom. We are yet to hear from the PDP. Mr.
Tunde, let's look at the signing of the peace accord. Now, do you think perhaps it could be an effective way to ensure peaceful conduct of the elections, knowing very well that whenever they sign this peace accord, we'll end up seeing violence and all whatnot during the time of elections? Do you think perhaps this could be an effective way?
One thing we have to acknowledge and recognize in Nigeria is that most of our politicians, except the very few ones, live by their words. That is, when they put pen to paper, they don't actually honor what they promise to do. It is so easy to sign a peace accord. It's another thing entirely to allow your followers and your heart and your conscience to abide by what is it. I find it so strange that after 2 weeks, after 3 weeks after this election, in which your polling agent, all the political parties has polling agent in each of the polling unit, and you sign the result at the end of the day, and you are still doubting whether it was your result that was posted. So I think people are just making noise to be heard, and nowhere to demonstrate to their supporters that they are still in action, and that something so that can momentum can begin, so that their supporters can still nurse a kind of hope for the next election. They don't want to go down. So that is what most of them are doing, because it is inconceivable that after 3 weeks, you are still saying that you are sure. Yes, before the election, a presidential election tribunal was set up. Take your papers. Thank God it is now front uploading. You upload all your files before the tribunal and let them examine it one by one. And also thank God that INEC has allowed both parties, contending parties, to examine their records. Well, it is very funny that it's only in Nigeria that, because when two people are in a race, only one person will win. But we have seen 3 persons that are claiming that they are number one. Both the number 1 has not complained. Number 2 and number 3 are complaining that number 1.
Number 3 is complaining more than
number 2. So the thing is that I think, having signed the peace accord, politicians should live by their word. They should have absolute confidence in the proper conduct of the electoral process. And they should be patient with the law of justice. If we are not patient, you will upset the apple cart. So politicians should try as much as possible to live by their word and maintain the peace. If you are aggrieved, go to the election tribunal and prove your case beyond all reasonable doubt. That is the only thing that you can do. But people go into violence. Look, between now and the end of this year, 4 years will soon be over. In most cases, those people in government, they spend only 2 years. After this second year, they start planning for primaries. And last year, they start winding up. So let people go back to the drawing board and plan very well, rather than using violence to subvert the process. Because when you use violence on the day of election, I also believe that anybody that stands a chance of winning an election does not disrupt the process. You won't disrupt the process when the process is on. But it is weak candidates, or candidates who know that they don't have anything to offer. They will start making a lot of emotional statements, like the one made by Shifola Bodijo. It is unfortunate at that age that you are making insightful and unverifiable comments.
All right, let's quickly go.
Total fiction.
You're still on to Journalist Hangout. We have more discussions coming your way.